The Red Monster Inc. podcast is intended for a mature audience. Discretion is advised. You're listening to the Red Monster Inc. podcast hosted by the DOJ and the Machiavells.
What up, everybody? I am the Dog of Jays.
The Machiavells.
And welcome to Tales from the Strip Club 2.
Yeah, bitch.
We've got Maliyah returning with her friend Lavish.
What's up, what's up?
Hello, everybody.
And we're going to be talking to them today, asking them some questions and whatnots. Machiavells, you got something to start off with?
Lavish, how long have you been doing it?
I've been there about a year and a couple months now.
Is that like total stripper time?
Yeah, total stripper time.
Okay.
I got her started July of 2018, her first time. She danced for about a month, and when I moved to the current club I'm at, I got her started there last summer.
You're such a sweet friend.
She was the bad influence.
Yeah. Good influence. I mean, as
keep
long
it
as you're
in
making money, right?
That's what I was going to say. I'm a good influence as far as the money flowage.
Yeah, you got to keep it in the family, though.
If only they knew.
So I guess what's one of the most worst fucked up situations, lap dances you've had to do?
Okay.
Lavish.
Lap dance wise, let's see.
Just going over notes.
Okay, yeah.
Because she's
okay,
professional.
I just got one.
Yeah.
So this
Unlike
one,
Mac.
I know. I never have notes.
This one time, it was like one of the first lap dances I'd ever given, I think at the Pony, actually. And so I sat down to give the dude the lap dance, and I kind of started to dance, and he wrapped his arms around me and held me in place and put his face just in my chest and just sat there and sniffed me. Just the whole time. The whole time.
There is.
And
He
you
was
didn't,
a sniffer.
Hit the panic button
That's
or
what I was
something?
going to say.
I just-
Sniffers are a big thing,
I just,
actually.
I just sit there and I just
entertaining.
took it. I was just like, okay, I guess this is what we're doing. And I would try to move away, and then he would just lock his arms and pull me back and just go.
Wow.
Yeah, just
Was he
right
getting
in
a hard
it.
on?
Could
you tell?
No, I don't think
I
so.
don't think she was trying to get close enough to find out.
Well, I mean, you're on his lap,
I
right?
got to
Yeah,
go.
but I don't think he was hard. No.
Security.
There is also fart sniffers. There is guys who
Yeah.
will pay
Yeah.
you to fart in their face, and they will do the
So
right between your
what
cheeks.
if you don't have to fart?
See, that's what I've always wondered is who can fart on command.
Bruh.
There's
I've-
not many people that can do that.
I've luckily never had one of those. I have had the people that try to, like, you're standing up dancing, that try to stick their nose in your ass, though.
That
Yeah.
happens quite often.
Yeah.
I mean,
Quite
eating the
often.
booty is a wonderful
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Kevin Gates started that trend. Shout out. Big fan.
Well, like, okay. If when you're giving the lap dance and you feel the boner, is that like a thumbs up to you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the end goal. That's always the end goal. You
All
want
right.
to give them the biggest boner possible,
Yep.
so they have to either adjust themselves right there or go straight to the bathroom and readjust.
Wow.
And they're sitting there the rest of the night with blue balls.
How many times have they
See, that's
ever like
interesting.
got off while you were dancing?
Never, not
Never?
ever. But
What about you?
Okay, I got some stories for this.
Oh.
As
Yeah?
I mentioned in my last time, there's some guys that will try to be slick and come in wearing the thinnest,
The thin
soft-
pants,
the
yeah.
thin
Yeah.
pants. And there's this one guy who's actually fairly kind of a regular, comes in quite often, so I know his bullshit. I know that he's what his prerogative.
His MO.
Yeah, and he wears these thin pants, and he wants you to grind on his wiener until he.
Gets off.
Yep.
ugh,
Yep.
I'm glad that's
Like-
not happened to me, because that wouldn't it just be.
If you
wouldn't
know
it be
that this
messy?
dude's gonna
Like-
do that,
Yeah.
do
I
you
would
tell him
think
he
so.
needs to like put a condom on so you're not getting his through the pants splooge on you?
Yeah, I think he does actually because I've never got any. There's
Oh,
no
okay.
wet spots.
Well, at least he's courteous
Yeah,
that way.
Thank you. And he pays
I mean,
very well. He doesn't just expect to
Well,
pay the
say,
$25
boy.
and go.
Chivalry is not dead, y'all.
There you go. There you go.
Thanks, condom wearers at
Respect
the
for the
strip club.
women's.
We salute you.
Yeah. All you guys, if you're trying to go get off at the strip club, just strap it up first.
Yep.
Strap it up and wear thin pants.
Yeah. Make sure you come to Jimmy's.
But you said, yeah, I was going to say.
Well, I guess
Put it
that-
over. Put it over.
That is not what we want to be plugged for.
Name dropped.
Oh shit. They're not gonna fuck you. Just okay.
Right. We're not prostitutes.
Yeah, there's
Just
no
to put that
insertion
out there.
going on, guys.
What?
Our security guards will kick your ass. I have a good security guard.
Oh
story.
yeah. I would not doubt it. That's what security in those places are for.
Yeah, one of our security guards threw a guy through our glass, like a 3-tier glass table
Holy
by our
shit.
front door. Yeah.
What was he doing?
He was just acting belligerent, and our manager was like, "Hey man, you gotta get out," and he just turned around and started swinging on him. And
But to clarify, this one certain security guard who shall not be named is the human equivalent of Johnny Bravo. And
yeah,
he
Whoa,
openly does-
mama.
Yeah, due to
Triple-X.
steroids, and his roid rage comes out anytime there's the smallest altercation with the customer.
See, that's
It
what
is
I would
an
think.
immediate
That's what I would think
throwback.
about those guys.
So he's one of those guys that's like ready for some shit to happen.
That-
I want to.
You do it. You
Yes.
do
he
it.
ripped
Goddamn
a
it.
door off the hinges in the club one time, and ever since then we give him shit about it and say his name, like Hulk smash, and be like so smash.
Yep.
What the fuck is he? One of you guys trapped in a room or something? Or
No, it was just out in the open, like
he
in
just-
the main part of the club.
Was he
Yeah,
just-
he just went on
was just raging
rage
out?
mode.
wow.
He was having a Bane moment.
Shit.
A Bane moment. He was like, "Motherfucker!"
Wow.
Just threw him right through that table. I missed it though. I heard about it.
Oh, the other night, drunk stripper story. She was coming out of the DJ booth and fell. I don't know how, because I wasn't there. I just saw the video. She fell from the top of the DJ booth down the stairs.
Four
and-
stairs.
4 stairs, and on top of a table. At the force of it, looked like she could have been thrown.
Wow.
Christ.
In the security video, you could see her phone go shoo like over the table, over people's heads.
That's
What? Is she
great.
alright? Did she get him dance later?
Yeah, she was good. We bounced back.
Is there such thing as like epic stripper fails out there? Like
That
could
should
that
be
could that
one.
make it?
Yeah, that would definitely be one of those.
So are you guys good on the pole too?
That was
do.
one of my notes. I was gonna ask.
I do
yeah.
pole tricks.
I can do like 2 pole tricks.
Because I've
and
seen
that's
some
it.
shit that I'm like, fucking wow.
Yeah. Like,
You
damn,
know,
you
like-
practiced hard.
Yeah.
I actually think I might have a video on my phone that I took recently that
snap.
she took recently of me. But yeah, I do pole tricks, and it took me a couple of months to learn. But
What did you do to learn? Did you?
the first thing you start with, the very first thing you'll ever do, is you gotta learn to climb the pole. And from there, then you can learn how to, of course, after you build body strength, I guess I would say.
Yeah, because a lot of that stuff I would
I
have
still
to
can't
think
climb the
that
pole.
you have to have
I'm
like a
nah,
lot of
I'm
core
too-
strength.
I'm
You
too
know?
bottom heavy.
But you
I'm
can
good.
still do a few good pole tricks. I'll give you that.
I can kind of climb up like a couple like scoot up a little bit, but that's about it.
I've seen some YouTube videos of some chicks pretty thick climbing up the poles and doing the whole
that's
gripping
always-
with the legs and
Yeah,
laying backwards.
that's why I always
and-
liked the
Yeah.
pony because their poles were so tall,
Yeah.
and some of them would go way up and
Oh
then
yeah,
come down.
that's the club I learned to climb.
Yeah.
So the pole that we have.
So
at
you was
Jimmy's,
up there.
Yeah. So the pole that we have at Jimmy's is only like 10
Half
feet
that.
high.
Yeah.
So it's much simpler for me to maneuver. I don't have the video. I didn't
Son of a
save it.
bitch.
Have y'all ever seen somebody bust ass on one,
Oh,
like in
plenty
person?
of times, yes. And
That's got to be awkward as fuck. I've never
Have
been.
you ever busted up?
I've never fallen on stage, thank God. The only time
Just
I've
in practice or whatnot.
No, the only time I've ever fallen. Now I've tripped and stumbled and been like, oh fuck, oh no, you know. But the only
Fucking
time I've
eagles.
ever fallen, there was a wrinkle in the carpet at the pony, and I was walking, tripped, and started to fall on my face. I was gonna end up falling straight down. So I was about at this point. So we'll say a fucking 30-degree angle from my face hitting the floor. The manager grabs me by both arms and pulls me back up. Like, and I had no idea he was behind me. It was a total like
fucking Batman save.
Yes, it was. It really was.
I wish that would have happened to me the one time I fell at Jimmy's. I think just like I think my heels got tangled up somehow, and I just fell just down and I landed on all fours. And then I got back up real quick and I turned and looked at the security guard at the time and I was like, did I at least fall gracefully? And he was like, actually, yeah, you did.
That was the best fall you could have felt.
Yeah, I was like, at least I have that to brag about.
But yes, strippers do bust ass quite often, and it is awkward. But we as strippers, we try to, because we all know what it's like to be embarrassed there.
Try not to laugh at each other.
Yeah, when that happens, you don't.
Well, that's cool. There's like a code of honor.
There actually is. There is strip club etiquette.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, there's even strip club etiquette for patrons, too.
Oh,
there's
yeah,
certain
absolutely.
things you just can't fucking do, and that you should know before going in.
Yeah, like bringing your phone in and trying to take pictures or videos of the girls on stage, or when they're giving you a dance.
That's something every customer should know.
Yeah, I would think that would just be assumed, you know.
And then the whole.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they've got signs and shit posted.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Actually, we don't have signs. It's just one of those things that you should know, and if you get caught doing, you will get in trouble.
We do have a sign.
There's
a sign
in this
on
day
the
and age, they need to
Yeah.
fucking have a sign. Like, no cell phone video footage allowed.
It says no Snapchat or videos allowed in the club, or pictures.
No, that's what they say.
It's on the second door.
Deniability.
Well, if you never
Is a
noticed it, then
thing.
these motherfuckers probably haven't noticed it either.
Yeah. Get a bigger sign.
Multiple in every entrance.
Yeah.
There needs to be it needs to be made clear and viewable. Just like the hand washing signs in every bathroom.
Yeah.
We want you to have clean hands, but you take pictures.
They need to put them like right above the urinals in the men's bathroom.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's something every guy would see.
Yeah.
And on the mirrors in the girls' bathrooms.
Yeah.
Look at that. Let's think
Yeah.
of
How do you prefer dancing on women than dudes?
I actually have only danced on maybe like 3 women. 2 of them, the first 2 were part of a couple, and the husband will come back there and watch. And then the third one, I think she was a lesbian or she was bi.
Yeah.
So it was just me and her. And it's kind of more fun to dance on girls because they just kind of sit there and enjoy it.
And,
And
yeah,
you can
it's
talk
easier.
and you can talk to them.
Yeah.
Not that you can't talk to the guys, but I mean it's kind of just like girl time a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
It is kind of awkward when the husband's back there though, just like kind of like drooling,
Gawking,
and watching,
yeah.
Like okay.
Yeah.
To bring that up, I actually have a point. The very first one on my list is couples who want to touch each other when they bring you back to the VIP for a dance.
Ooh.
They want, this particular couple that I have in mind when I wrote this down, they saw me on the satellite stage. They were both gawking, whatever. They didn't even tip me. They just sat there and stared like some weirdos. But to be honest, this was a very attractive couple, like both of them. And as soon as I got off the stage, they called me over there, and they were super wasted. So I was like, God, here we go, this couple, because I don't particularly like couples. But they were like, can we pay you for? I think they paid for a 30-minute. But they offered me like 50 or a certain amount over what the thing was as my tip to do it. Like they offered me a generous amount of money to go do this VIP with them. And I get back there, and they just start making out like they were in their own home, and I'm just literally sitting on the couch like this next to him, doing my own thing on my phone. And he even started finger fucking her. Like they got that into it. These people were going at it.
And what did they have you back there for? Just to have
just
the
to
privacy?
They just needed you there to see it. Yeah.
But I was literally on my phone, just chilling, like doing my
I
best.
bet you they do amateur porn and put it on the
I was
internet.
about to say, I bet it's kind of an exhibitionist kind of thing.
This long, literally this long in the dance.
Wow.
That reminds me of the couple that got kicked out one night. They were sitting at the tip rail. The tip rail is the raised part of the stage.
Yeah.
So you can kind of like hide stuff under there or whatever. But like there was a couple sitting there, and they got kicked out a little bit later. They were both wasted because the wife was giving her husband a hand job underneath.
Yes, this happened.
While they were watching girls dance, she was giving him a hand job underneath the little tip rail thing.
Wow.
And she got pissed off when they got kicked out.
Yep.
Look, guys, this isn't Europe. You can't get into it. We don't have that kind of stuff around here.
We don't have that openness.
Yeah, no.
I mean, they probably should, but then you would
but-
have to make like prostitution legal and all
You
that
have
shit.
to do your perversions in private.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
That's the American way.
If you want to come to the strip club with your wife or husband,
You do your
little
fucked up
horny-
shit behind closed doors.
Yeah, go back home and fuck the shit out of each other after you leave the strip club.
That was, you know.
I mean, that's usually the point in taking your chick to the strip club.
Yeah.
So you both get into it, and later on, when y'all get home, y'all can fuck like some porn stars.
Yeah.
That's the American way.
That's the fun.
America.
America.
You know, I've never been to the strip club with a girlfriend.
I really don't like it when people come in with girlfriends or wives.
Really?
Yeah, strippers do not enjoy you bringing we don't enjoy couples, yes. Because couples don't buy dances and they don't tip. They want to sit there. They typically don't do what a single guy would do.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
see,
can see
I've
that.
also heard that it seems like you get a lot more attention if you bring your female with you.
Nope, you should
Not true. Because if you do sit with let's say you do sit with a couple, and let's say you give the husband a little bit more attention conversation-wise than the wife, she might get jealous, she might get mad, and they might storm out and complain. We want to avoid that. We want to make sure everybody's experience is enjoyable and that they have fun.
Wow.
So I try
Learning
to stay away
business
from
Well,
couples.
what about those
Yeah.
couples that are like open and
They have to
enjoy that
approach
kind of
me
stuff.
for me
Yeah.
to
If
with
they
them.
come up to the stage and tip and they're having a good time and they talk, then that's completely fine.
Right.
And they ask you to, hey, come sit with us, come talk to us, then that's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. And like I said, typically that doesn't happen. Most couples will come in there and barely tip. They're just filling up space basically
Right.
and buying from the bar.
how many times do I get propositioned in the evening?
So at least
Hundreds.
10, 20, 30 times in one night. I can't.
Wow.
Yeah, I would think that
On a
would.
Friday and Saturday night. Are you talking about proposition
Like
for
to
sex?
go
Yeah.
fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. It's like every guy, even the ones that just
Yeah.
love dancing.
In some
Really?
way, there is in some way every guy shoots his shot. But for people to say, you know, I'll pay you this much amount to leave with me tonight.
That was one of my points.
Yeah,
In a night.
So that's your
we'll say-
30-ish amount?
No.
No.
You were paying,
No.
willing to pay to
No,
bring
that's
it
not
home
my
or whatever?
third. I was like counting all of it together, like asking me to leave, asking me just to fuck, asking me
Out,
if I'm a
period.
prostitute, or asking me to if they can take me out to dinner, that kind of stuff.
Right. Like an
That's
escort
one of the
scenario.
excuses that guys will give when you ask them for a dance, and they'll be like, "No, but I'll take you out to dinner and a movie instead."
I hate that.
This
I'm
is
like-
a Tinder, guys.
I'm
Wow.
like, dude,
They come in
Yeah,
there looking
yeah.
for a girlfriend.
Yeah.
They don't want to
Yeah.
spend money.
it's like, no, dinner and a movie isn't gonna pay my bills, dude.
Yeah.
No.
There's guys who generally don't believe that we come there
To work.
To work, yeah.
Be your savior.
They want.
No.
They think.
No, they just want you to fuck them.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
think we're in
They
there
think this is
to.
the place
It's a brothel.
for. Yes.
They come in there thinking that we actually want to sit with somebody because their personality is good.
Yeah.
No, we
We don't give a fuck about your personality.
Yeah.
We just
yeah.
want to make our money and go.
And that
home.
was always the vibe I got.
We try not to make them feel that vibe, like, oh, we don't give a fuck about you.
Right. Right.
You want to sell it, you know, like
Yeah.
you do care. But some dudes take it as they forget they're in a strip club.
They forget that it's a fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To bring back to the point.
It's like Hooters, man.
Yes,
Like it's
exactly.
the
You're
same.
established.
It's
With a
the
little
same
bit
premise.
more contact.
Right. Right. Yeah.
You're in a money spending establishment, and don't come in if you don't have money to spend.
Yeah. Yeah. Why I don't frequent the strip club.
Good.
Yeah, and we tell people who come there and they'll tell you, oh, I don't have the money to buy a dance. Well, I will tell them every time, well, you should have went to a regular bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or ask them, why are you even here?
Yeah.
If I'm being that bitchy, I do. But to bring it back to the point, I get propositioned for sex on, we'll just say, a Friday night, 5-6 times, and that's people saying, I'll give you this much amount to leave with me.
Wow.
Right now.
Just
Me,
bold.
whatever. Yep.
Bold out fucking.
And it's usually the ugliest dude.
Oh, I'm sure. Why is it that those dudes have the most confidence
Right?
out of
Yes.
anybody?
It's not that they have the most confidence. They know they can't go pull a chick at Applebee's. So they're going to the strip club. They're like, if I have enough money, one of these bitches is going to sit on my tip.
Yep.
Right.
I mean,
And
It's true.
They're not
the thing
wrong.
is,
It's true.
there are some that will.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. It's true. There
It
is
is
some
true.
who will.
Well, it's
Because
like,
they'll be like, I'll tell you what, if you pay me to do a private dance at your house, and then it just
Goes from
escalates.
there.
well, it's like I
Yeah.
told you. Like sometimes in the Walla, I'll see old ass dude but a hot Asian wife, and I'm like, you bought her.
mail order bride.
You
for sure.
bought her.
No, you met her. You can probably met her at the strip club. And
Yeah.
Green card.
Yeah. This was a citizenship deal, wasn't it?
I met my husband in the strip club. He was actually one of my customers.
Really?
Yep. He was
Wow.
only 19 at the time.
Wow.
Robbing the cradle, huh?
To my 2 years, but yes, I am.
Wow.
I sure am. He was the baby when I met him. The
That's
little
crazy.
baby strip club customer.
And I said there was no such thing as true love stories anymore.
Yeah.
Like I said, chivalry's not
That's
dead.
pretty epic, man.
Oh, wow. So how does he feel about it all? Is he
Yeah,
cool?
that is
Yeah,
a good question.
To believe it or not, most strippers are married or in a relationship. Or gay.
Exhibit A. I have my boyfriend here right now.
Yeah.
Yep. He doesn't. I mean, he met me in the strip club, so what can he say?
He
Yeah.
knew what she was doing when they first got
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
This has been my job for 4 years, and he and I have been together 2.5 of those years.
So is he planning on getting you to be out of it once he gets back from the Marines?
Yeah, when he's actually the next time he promotes, which is next year, he'll be making enough to where I wouldn't even have to work.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, but I plan to move where he's stationed in the next 6 to 9 months. And when I move up there, I'm gonna quit dancing for a while. I'm gonna go back to school or do something. I don't know. I'm just not gonna dance for a little
That's
while.
cool.
Yeah.
How many career dancers do y'all work with? Like
lot.
40 and...
We have, I think there's like 2 there that are in their 40s. 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Do they look good? Or do they look like they've been doing it? For 20
It looks
years.
like they're kind of struggling.
One of them just got her ass done, and she's we've talked about her in the last show.
Yeah.
The one
I remember
The
you
day
talking.
shift
Yeah.
one.
No.
Is she the one that did the silicone injections in her butt?
No. This is the one who squirted titty milk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Jessie got her ass done, and
Oh.
she actually her body looks very nice. Now in the face, you can tell she's a little older, but she's
Can
actually.
you tell her ass was done?
No, it's natural. She actually got a very, very good job on it.
Why did
Nice.
she do that? Because I saw
She
her.
did it in March.
I can't tell. I mean, it looks the same to me.
No, she got it.
Well,
That's that same ass.
You know, she had 0 ass before. She had
Yeah.
no ass. Now she's got some ass.
Okay, so she didn't overdo it.
No,
Yeah.
at all.
Well, that's good,
So
like-
natural.
Well, that's
It looks
good. Yeah, you don't want to look
A
like
a
fucking
natural look is
I have
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah,
or some
yeah.
shit.
About
That- woof.
I've spoke about
Nicki
my other
Minaj
friend
ass.
who spent 10 grand on her ass, and it looks horrible.
Mm.
It's terrible. It is way too big for her body, and it's one of those that she could go and watch to get some of it removed.
Oh,
Wow.
that's horrible.
You know exactly who I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
I do. I know who you're talking about too. She needs to. She needs to go and buy.
Free corrective surgery right there.
Yeah, and don't they probably pay to get on the show too?
Oh, I'm sure.
I'll look for all your shit when you go on those
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
That's why everybody wants to be on them.
Yeah.
Like intervention or whatever.
Yeah.
They did any TV show, any reality show, you're paid to be on it.
Oh yeah, even a lot of the talk shows.
All you have to
Lori,
do is give them a
Jerry
part of your
Springer.
soul.
I almost got a chance to be with Springer, actually.
I've
I've
heard
heard that was not
I
a
know.
yeah.
like around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hell,
Yeah.
a lot of the wrestling
right.
people were on Springer.
Like-
I mean, it's essentially the same fucking thing. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's all a work.
We've gotten so off topic.
That happens on this show.
We do that. It doesn't matter. We can talk about anything we want to.
Yeah.
I do have a creepy customer story.
Yes.
And
All right.
You know, you're gonna know who I'm talking about too. So he would come in. He came in like every night, and I saw before I sat with him. I sat with him once, and I can't remember exactly what he told me he did, but he said that he worked in medicine.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh.
And while I'm sitting with him, I'm sitting like this, and he's sitting like how he is, and he has his hand right here and the other hand on my back, and he's like pushing onto my on my stomach, like feeling my organs and stuff, while talking about being in medicine and stuff like that.
And you can tell this guy is definitely not in medicine.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can tell this guy is a
This is cover story to cop a feel.
He
You
wasn't
got breast cancer? Let me see.
No,
he wasn't trying to
I
cop a feel. It was way different.
this is way weirder.
It was a really weird vibe, and it kind of felt like he might not have been all there, but still.
I was about to say, I was getting way more of
Honestly,
a weird.
Your thoughts go to this guy's a serial killer,
and he wants my organs.
That's where my mind immediately went when she said
is he
that.
gonna pull out a bottle of lotion?
I was hearing the Dexter music in my head.
And ever since I took that little break, I haven't seen him since.
Yeah, after the very first time he did that exact thing to me, I walked to the girl on stage who had talked to him before me, and I told her, stay the fuck away from that guy.
Have any girls come up missing since then?
I started telling girls to stay away from him too when I would see him in there.
Well,
maybe that's why he quit coming.
He saw me tell that girl, and he never tried to bother me ever again. But I saw him there for another month or two doing the same shit to every girl.
You spooked him.
Yes,
I'm glad he doesn't come in there anymore because,
Wow.
I mean, what the hell, man?
That's weird.
Super weird.
Buffalo Bill.
Yes,
What's,
exactly.
Wants to wear your
What's one
skin.
of the weirder things that somebody has asked you to do?
I was giving a dance one time, and this guy stopped the dance and asked me if he could just look at my feet.
Oh,
Like,
I had a
took-
finished customer. I
Yeah,
have
he-
one that comes specifically to touch my feet.
I took my heel off, and I stood up, put my foot in his lap, and he just stared at it.
I will tell
He
you.
was like, "You got
Wow.
pretty toes. Your nail polish is so
Yeah,
cute."
see,
like,
I've never understood
foot
the
fetish, for
Yeah,
real.
the feet thing.
He didn't get too
Honestly.
weird with it, and what made it even
Yeah, 'cause that can
weirder,
get
it
very
was a black
weird.
guy.
Mine is too.
Yeah, it was
Mine
a
is
black
too.
guy.
And
There's
he
a lot
comes
of
in a
black dudes that
business
have a
suit.
fucking fetish, especially for
This
white
guy
chicks' feet.
Comes from Montgomery, I think. It comes from one of the larger cities. He travels for a few hours to come see me once in a while. He'll text me and be like, "I'm gonna come see you," and he'll buy 2 dances. He drives all these hours to buy 2 dances.
That's only like what, like 8 minutes? Not even 8 minutes.
Yes.
5 minutes maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, if I want to be short about it, it equals out to $50. Really, 40 for me because I give 10 to touch my fucking feet. And that's all he wants. I just sit there, I take my heels off, and he just touches my feet. He's not weird about it. He's not like,
Trying to suck your toes. and
yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
he just touches my feet, literally.
Wow.
And he comes in a business suit. He tells me he's some kind of something. Like, he makes great money doing whatever he does.
He must be scared to come out with his fetish to, like a real, like
His
a
wife.
girlfriend
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Quite often people try to grab my vagina. That's one thing that pisses me off.
All the time.
Yep. People try to touch your vagina while you're giving the dance.
Or
Yeah.
on stage, they'll try to be slick about it and have $1. And if you're like twerking in front of them, they'll like take the dollar and go under and like
Try to
touch your
from the
vagina
back.
with the dollar.
Yes,
And then
that
try
is
to
so
slide their
disgusting.
fingers and like pull your panties to the side. And I don't even let them get that far. As soon as I feel the dollar, I'm fucking like, what are you doing back there? Like, quit
Yeah.
that shit.
You know I stay farther. You know how far away I stay from people while I'm dancing in front of them because I don't want them touching me. I do
Yeah.
not let people touch me while I'm on stage.
The only time I let them touch me is when I'm like, come here,
Right,
come
right.
to me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I had a guy come up to the stage one time, and I went to, I told him to come here. I was going to motorboat him, obviously, because
Yeah.
that's a thing in the titty bar. And I go to do it, and this dude has some buck-ass teeth, okay? Like, they stuck out far. And I go to motorboat him, and he's fucking fucking bites me in the middle of my chest, like
What
nips
the
me.
fuck?
A fucking horse.
And I
That's exactly what I thought.
yes, like a horse. And I fucking rear back, and I was like, no biting. And I got up and walked away, did the rest
Like
of
a
my
child.
set.
I hate when people smack my ass when I'm on stage if I didn't do it first. Like, if I smack my ass and I let you do it, that's fine. But people will smack my ass hard as fuck, and I hate it.
Yeah.
And I continued to ignore Horse Guy the next time I got on stage. And then his friend came and sat next to him, and they were like calling to me the whole time I was on stage, like, hey, come here. And I just,
I want a motorboat too.
I totally ignored them, and I was like, no. And I think they started cussing me out in Spanish, but I don't know.
Oh, it's a Spanish guy. I was just about to bring up how strippers don't like Mexicans.
Really?
And it's not because we're racist, it's just because they think we're all prostitutes.
And they don't spend money.
They'll have a stack of ones on their table and be drinking beer, but won't get up and tip a single girl. It's like they have the money there to try to lure you over there.
Yeah.
But they don't buy dances either, and they try to fuck you every single one of them, every single time.
Wow.
If they do get a dance, you gotta make them all sit on their hands. I'm giving a few dances that are respectful, but 95% of them have been way too touchy or crabby. Yeah.
When you do give a Mexican a dance, 95% are extremely grabby. Now the other 5% are complete gentlemen, and it's strange because 95% of them are the handsiest. And most out of all the times I've ever had to stop a dance, it's 95% of the time it's been Mexicans.
Wow.
Come on, guys. Show some respect. I don't know how many Mexicans are really going to be listening to our shit, but, you know.
Come on, mate.
Yes, please stop touching me.
Yeah. What Mexican give you a hickey on my chest?
Damn.
That was quick.
Yeah. Like during a
Hoover.
dance.
I was about to say. Like a little
During
piranha.
dance. And after the dance, I didn't notice it till after the dance was over, and then I went up to him at the bar, and I was like, "Look what you did." He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and he handed me a $20 bill. So he didn't
Well, hey, okay.
Here's $20, put some makeup on that thing.
That is agreeable.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Rub some toothpaste on it.
Put a cold quarter on it.
Oh. Unless it's too big.
Well, that too, put a
Then you get a $50.
It was pretty big. It was like that big.
Okay, we're talking about creepy customers. What about jealous customers? I have a jealous customer.
Shit.
Oh.
He is,
jealousy.
I'm sorry, keep hitting you. He's a very good regular. Comes in.
He's super old.
Yeah, he first off, he's in his late 70s. This guy's old.
Does his dick still get up? I mean, shit.
No, it doesn't. It does not. His dick does not work. But he is extremely intelligent. So he's very, like...
manipulative. He thinks he is.
Yeah, he thinks he is. And remember, he's an old guy.
Yeah.
So he's not as slick as, he thinks he is.
It's not as slick as it once was.
And he dresses like, he's in the 40s every single day.
Oh, shit.
With hats and everything.
Yes.
Oh,
wow.
Snappy.
He dresses very dapper. But he's very, very jealous. Very jealous.
Does he ever run off any of your customers?
No. He understands.
So nothing to that.
So how does he express his jealousy?
He tries to be manipulative. You tell him.
Okay. So I don't really know
house.
exactly what she did to piss him off.
Yeah.
But like I knew that was her regular, so I don't talk to her regulars because unless she introduces
That's a
me to
stripper
them.
thing. Also, you do not talk to other girls' customers.
Unless
period.
she introduces me to him and I talk to him, then they kind of become just a friend. I don't
Right.
go after their money. I don't try to get dances from them. I'll say hi to him. That's it. Well, anyways, he comes up to me while I'm on the satellite stage. He's like, "Hey, will you come talk to me for a little bit?" And I was like, "Sure." So I sit and talk to him, and he's like, "Well, your sister is." We told people we're sisters there. Your sister's said she's gonna be kind of busy or some stupid excuse, and he was like, "I was wondering if I could start coming in to see you once a week."
Oh, shit.
And I was like, "Well, as long as it's not gonna piss off Maliyah, I'm fine with it, but I want to make sure it's okay with her." And he came in and saw me like one time and got one dance on a slow ass night, which was really annoying because I came in just for him.
Yeah.
And he got one dance and left. And we had talked about it before he even came in. And she said that he was trying to make her jealous because she pissed him off.
I told you to get your money.
Yeah, so I did it, and then he turns around a week later. He apologized to her, and he hasn't said anything to me since.
So does he still come see you?
Yep.
He actually spoke to me this weekend. He came. I was sitting at the bar, and he came up, and we talked for a second, but that was it.
I will tell you about this guy because not only is he jealous, he's very, I'd say he's weird. He's creepy in a lot of ways. In the fact that when I give him dances, I do not dance. I am to sit there, and he told me this. I am to sit there, and he is going to hug me, or he is going to rub my back.
Wow.
But we are going to hug the entire time, and I am not to move.
What?
Yeah, when the one dance I gave him, he literally, I just straddled him, and we just hugged, and that was it.
Yep.
Wow.
Like he just wanted to be cuddled, basically.
Yeah.
He needs to call up those cuddle peoples.
Yeah.
Yes, I know him very well. I know every aspect of his life, and the reason he does this is because his wife has never been, and his wife knows that he goes out. This 80-year-old lady knows that he goes to the strip club because she does not and won't and never has in their marriage, and they've been married like since they were 20.
What the fuck?
Does not give affection. She does not like to cuddle. She does not like to hug. She doesn't like to hold hands. That type of shit.
I guess as long as she's cool with him getting it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that works.
I mean,
Yeah.
at least he's not cheating on her, like.
Right.
Yeah, he's not trying to.
I guess they still have sex, but
Yeah.
right?
No, not at 80 years old.
You asked me if his dick gets hard. He takes Viagra when he does have sex with his wife. He takes Viagra.
Wow.
Yep.
So she won't cuddle, but she'll give him some V.
Yep. She's actually a gynecologist.
That's what it is. I
Yeah.
bet.
She's like, no, vagina's gross, dick's gross. It ruins
Genitalia's
stuff.
just nasty.
Yeah. That's my job. I don't take work home with me. Just get it in, God.
Goes to school actually every year, a certain amount of months as a gynecologist.
Wow.
Yep. She's like, as an 80-year-old lady, both of them are fucking, like, they do it like they're in their 30s. Like, that's how they live life.
Wow.
He still works every day. He works for the FBI Agricultural Department.
Whoa.
Fancy.
Ooh.
Well,
80 years old. What you trying to do, man?
what to say?
Bust down some doors for growing weed?
Yeah.
Nah, over cows.
Cows.
Yeah.
Cows.
Like I said, I see
Agricultural.
2-3 times a week, and he tells, we talked about everything about his life, and right now he's going through a prosecution case over a guy who bought these cows and then sold them to someone else and forged the paperwork and somehow got himself $80,000 and the cows back.
Wow.
Shit.
Yes.
So some
Wow.
fraud type stuffs.
Wow. That is a killer scam.
Sweet deal,
So
bro.
does he tip you after
No, he
the
actually
dance?
he comes in frequently, but he does not spend that much money.
he
He just comes in frequently.
Wow.
brings in the exact amount of money he wants to spend on the dances with her, and that's it.
Which is usually between $50 and $75. It's
And then
usually just $50.
Cindy will give him, our bartender will give him free drinks when he runs out of money.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
free waters and stuff.
About once
Wow.
a month, once every 2 months, he'll come in with 100 and sometimes 200. Yeah. But he comes in a couple times every week, like I said, and spends his certain amount of money.
And leaves.
Well, that's a pretty...
I was going to say it's consistent. At least.
Yeah, and it's a pretty easy gig, too.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit here and hold on to you. Here's $50.
Yep.
You know what? I need you for an hour. Here's 100.
Yep.
Well,
That's
yeah.
only been here recently, really, that he started doing the 1 to 2 month things. The first 6 to 7 months that I knew him, he would just come in very frequently and spend a small amount of money.
I sat with a guy, I think last weekend, and all I was doing was sitting with him and his friend. And the whole time I was sitting there for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, he was just tipping me 20s. Just
Damn.
handed
Was
me
he
20s.
Turkish?
Nope.
Oh, I was gonna say there's a Turkish guy that comes in and he doesn't buy dances, but he will tip you in 20s after you sit there.
Yeah, he was tipping
Wow.
me in 20s while I was sitting there,
Fuck yeah.
and he got $200 in ones. The first stack, he split it in half between me and this other dancer, and then the second stack, he threw on some other girls and threw most of it on me. So I made like 100 almost $200 off one person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those nights.
I was about to say.
So how long are your shifts?
6 hours.
Or longer. If you want, we have to stay for 6 hours at the shortest.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Like you
after
show up
that,
whenever you want. You have no schedule. You can work every day for a year, or you can work fucking 2 days a week like I do.
well, we say you can show up whenever you want. You can't show up at midnight and work till 3 o'clock. You know.
Yeah. There's day shift and night shift. We're open from 12 in the afternoon to 5 in the morning. Day shift is typically from 12 to 7 or 8, and night shift comes around 7 or 8 and works till
4 on the weekdays, 5 on the weekends.
Yeah, I usually leave at the latest at 2 though.
I would imagine it would be more
sometimes 3
beneficial
on
for y'all to
weekends.
work at nights.
I do work nights.
Me too.
Day shift does not make nearly as much money.
Yeah, I wouldn't take the
It
day
is
shift.
typically for the girls who like to prostitute.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you hear that, guys?
Yeah, I was about to
You
say.
need some
If you,
vajayjay, take the day off.
there's a.
And go to the Cherry.
They'll fuck ya.
Wow.
Or,
There's a tip
or
for you.
boomers.
Yeah, or boomers if you're into black chicks.
Have either of y'all ever worked at a place called Booby Bungalow?
I've
heard of it.
my entire life. And
My
I've
dad
seen
used to
it
go to the
many
Booby
times.
Bungalow.
I have
My
been
dad
there
used to- Yep.
once, and holy shit,
I used to
Yeah.
pass by
it
all
was
I
the time.
remember.
pretty
I-
fucking haggard.
You would
I remember
pass
that.
by the big chicken to get to it. That's how you knew you were
Yeah,
close. You
yeah.
passed by the big chicken.
But what do you mean it looked haggard? Like, what did it look like on the outside?
This is.
I mean, I don't really remember the
typical-
outside. I just remember going on the inside, and it
The
was.
Booby Bungalow is known to be the most typical cliche of what you think a dirty.
And it totally was.
truckle,
It was
Yeah.
like a truck stop
disgusting-
fucking strip
Yes.
joint.
Yes.
Just
Dancing the
old
sugar
maroon
plums.
kind of carpet.
Oh man.
And there was like this, yo, yeah, that song was played.
Yeah.
What? Which song?
Pour Some Sugar on
Oh
Me.
yeah. There you go.
And there was this one
Strip club
chick
classic,
there,
brother.
She is probably 50.
Whew.
And she was missing 3 teeth in the front of her mouth.
Well, hell yeah.
Her titties sagged almost to her belly button.
Oh,
Did she
gosh.
have the C-section scar?
Yes.
I knew
And,
it.
Wow.
and stretch marks. And stretch marks.
Wow.
Did her ass and thighs look like cottage cheese?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Like,
That's the Booby Bungalow.
Yeah.
and she was probably a 6 compared to everybody.
Wow.
That's 6 is
So
pretty high.
there were like there were 2 chicks that were like, okay. But the rest were, I need more alcohol before you touch me.
Just made your
Yeah.
dick go. "Meh."
If that
Yeah.
place,
Kept
they
it down.
closed it down about 2-3 years
Did they?
ago.
Yeah.
I can
But if
understand.
That was a
why.
mercy
If
killing.
it was still open, pretty girls could pop up on the weekend and make a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Damn, I wish it was so we'd go in there, run that bitch.
That's what I'm saying. I wish
This
is-
not
this is
only
our
could-
turf now,
Not only
bitch.
is
would.
it legendary for being the Booby Bungalow, it would be good money still, but I'm sad that it closed because it's the Booby Bungalow.
Right.
And everybody knows about it.
Oh yeah. It will
we
live.
actually-
It
It's
will
like a
live
rite of
on in
passage to
infamy.
go there.
It will.
Yes, it
It
is.
will. We went there to scout for a show.
I was thinking
Yeah,
it
I
was a
think
Star
Mikey
Dog.
Mikey
Yeah.
was gonna perform there.
Yeah.
Why would you scout at the Booby Bungalow?
Because that was the thing, is to try and
Yeah.
find a strip club to perform some raps at.
But
Yeah.
that was so
We actually
shady.
went
Most,
to.
well, I mean, a lot of people didn't want rap in their clubs, though.
Right.
Yeah, true.
Well, we went to Birmingham, Bessemer.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a club there that we actually went to promote some music to, and to see this other artist. It was this 7-year-old kid, and before they had strippers out there dancing, and then when it was time for this kid to come in, strippers had to go in.
Yeah.
They had to go to the back so this kid could be out and do his act. He was fucking phenomenal. Like, holy shit. He put
think
on
I
a fucking
remember that,
show,
yeah.
and like, he was on point, better than any amateur artist around here.
Wow.
And eventually one of the strippers came back out and like was getting pissed because this kid was up there performing and she's there to make some fucking money.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh. But it was a black club, and Gorilla Zoe was actually there.
Oh, shit.
So we met him.
That's awesome.
But
That is so
yeah,
cool.
that
I
was
love his
crazy,
music.
being a white dude in a black strip club.
Yeah.
That's
You had a lot of those
A
moments.
lot.
of being the only
But,
white guy.
It was never like awkward or
Do
weird.
you
Nobody
the
ever.
rap thing. Are you still doing?
No,
yours?
I got out of that years and years ago. After I moved out of his house.
Retired.
No, I just don't have the means. I
Yeah.
don't have the equipment. I don't have the money to get the equipment. I love it. I love mixing.
We
music.
talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
Of doing our own thing.
I have a couple friends who own a rap studio.
Yeah.
And, they do the shit. It's mainly in Sheffield, but they're in control of the Shoals rap scene.
I probably know quite a few of them.
My sister's baby daddy was trying to be a rapper for some time, and his rap name was Candy Cane.
Oh my god.
He's one of those local jokers that will.
But never even became local. That's the thing. But now he makes beats and sells them online.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a thing.
Yeah, it
But I
is.
mean-
You can actually make some pretty good fucking money doing
Yeah.
that.
He's not making very good money though.
Well, it also depends on the quality
yeah.
of the music.
If the beats suck, then yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably don't suck that bad, but they're probably not the best. I can't really say I've never heard him because
Yeah.
I don't like him.
Yeah. You hear that?
I've
She
heard
fucking
him.
hates
It's
you.
terrible.
His rapping was terrible.
Yes.
He would rap about shit that he's never even done in his life, like
Oh,
having
yeah.
a bunch of money,
Yeah.
having a bunch of
And he
cars.
lives in his
Oh, man.
He lives all
Well, so
over.
he
So
was-
many
he
local
was
rappers
being-
do that.
He was trying to portray a mainstream rapper when he
Right,
had no fucking
right.
clue.
Yeah, when he don't have a car or a license, he's a waiter and he lives with his wife's dad and her. He lives with his father-in-law.
But see, that's the shit you rap about.
Exactly.
That's what makes you relatable.
Exactly, and sets you apart from
Yeah.
other artists.
You know.
When you can incorporate that kind of thing, that's what really gets followers.
That's why I like Ritz. He talks about fucking up and doing cocaine and
Ritz
is
and
awesome.
fucking up some more. You know.
This
like-
is the shit.
I have another talking point that I wrote down
Spit
of
it
the
out.
cocaine cliche.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Oh, what is this?
Speaking of
So
cocaine,
many people ask us to find them cocaine in there.
Really?
It's everywhere, but
Yes.
Cocaine
but
is a hell of a
cocaine
drug.
Get asked constantly. Where's the cocaine? Do you have any cocaine? Do you
wow,
do cocaine? Where's the
that's
cocaine?
not something I would have expected. The
Yes.
propositioning and all that shit. You're like, yeah,
Right,
that's
obviously.
every day. But the
Assuming
cocaine,
that all
that's
strippers do cocaine, and I, for one, do not.
man. I need
I
some
don't either.
cocaine. Where can I get some? Go to the strip
there
club.
are a few
Those
girls that
bitches
do.
will
Right.
know.
Like I said, there are lots of strippers that do
Oh, I'm
cocaine,
sure. I'm sure there
but
are.
Do
but
not
to
ask-
assume every one of
Yes.
them know.
Well, I mean, like, why are you gonna ask a stranger?
and-
Yeah.
Hey, where's some fucking cocaine?
Yep.
For all they know, you're a fucking undercover
Yeah.
cop.
Exactly.
yeah, but they just assume because it's a strip club that cops don't come in there. Bullshit. I sat and
yeah.
talked to a cop just the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had
Cops
a cop,
get
I had
lonely
a cop
too.
regular.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
had a cop regular. Sorry. And yes, he did work for the DEA, to be specific.
So he would have been like, "You got some cocaine? I'm arresting you."
He actually knew that I smoked weed.
Well,
I was about to say,
most DEA
most-
people are
yeah.
like, "Weed."
I don't give a
Exactly, and that's
It's some
exactly how it
bullshit
was.
that we're even fucking
You
trying
could
to
also
get people
you
for
also
that.
spotted him from across the room and was like, he's a cop.
Yep,
so.
and the first thing that I asked him, I was like, so
Got that
I was like,
radar.
so,
That's
do
what
you
I'm talking
enjoy your
about.
job? He was like, what do you mean? I said, well, the person with that kind of haircut is either a policeman or, what else
in the
did I
army.
say?
Military.
Yeah, in the military. And he just smiled real big. He was like, nobody ever guesses that I'm a cop. He's like, and he told me straight off that he was.
The
And I fucked
haircut
with
gives
him
it away
for
every
forever.
time.
That's awesome.
Yep. the
Yeah, but
haircut.
you and your husband, you know what to look for.
Well, also with my criminal record,
Well, you know.
I've encountered law enforcement before.
Yeah.
And you all kind of look like the same kind of dude.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. They all kind of have the same characters.
Yeah.
cops, cops in military they're all trained similarly.
Well, yeah, like
Yeah.
that's what
They
they
take-
want. They want the cops to be more
Yep.
militarized. Because you get some crazy folks
I was
out
about to
there.
say, that's what
Yeah.
you got all these motherfuckers
There's
getting
a
killed
reason
out
for it.
there.
So aside from stepping on balls with your heels, what's something else?
Tanner.
Somebody
Poor
else-
Tanner's
yeah,
balls.
Fuck you, Tanner.
Is that his name?
That's what we call
No, that
it.
was what we call
That
it.
is-
It's either Tanner or Sergeant Ball
I
Smash,
think
whichever
it
you
was
prefer.
Tanner, and we're gonna put some respect on Tanner's
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
Yeah, what are some other weird...
That is the weirdest thing that I have ever had happen. Now, in this podcast, we've talked about some pretty fucked up things that we've been propositioned for.
Right.
But that's the weirdest thing that I've ever done.
Yeah.
You got me beat, because I don't have anything close to that yet.
No, you haven't had to step on nuts.
No, I haven't had to step on any nuts or anything yet. I haven't had to hit nobody or anything.
I was about to say, nothing involving pain.
Yeah, not yet.
Have you ever had a wife come in there bitching because her husband...
No, but I've had plenty of wives text me after their husband left the strip club from the husband's phone, like, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why you be giving out your phone number?
I was about to say, how does that work?
Because I like regulars.
I don't give out my phone number. I'll give out my Snapchat because I don't ever check that shit.
I used to only do Snapchat, but I have a lot of regulars, and that's why. Because
if I think that they'll
so they like, hey, I want to come see you tonight. Go to work.
Well, no. First, they have to at first spend a lot of money, for me to get my phone number. But if they are like, hey, I want to come back sometime,
that's for the gold members.
I have one customer, literally one customer, who does say some crazy ass shit though on a regular fucking basis. And I will show you right now.
Think he's getting drunk and thinking about you?
It's an everyday thing, and several times a day.
Well, I don't mean he's not an alcoholic.
But he shows up. He is an alcoholic, but he shows up every Friday though, and will spend money. But he's been going there for literally like 15 years, and he goes every Friday and plays pool. And his name is saved as Shithead because that's what I call him. His real name's Tommy. But all of this is just every single day. God,
jeez. That is a small novel of text messages that she's scrolling
he's such a
through.
Smart ass, and it's great. I mean, it's cool that he's a smart ass, but it sucks that he fucking blows me up every single day.
He's lonely.
Mm-hmm. I'm lonely.
I don't.
And you rubbed your booty on me.
I do not reply 90% of the time. I only reply on Fridays.
That's
just to entertain it, to be like, are you showing up tonight?
And maybe have a little conversation with him.
Yep. I'll play one game of pool with him, and then he'll get his dances.
That's not bad. That's a good trade.
Yeah. Do you kick his ass at pool at least?
I'm actually good. I'm decent at pools, and so
I still suck.
I would think playing enough you would be.
Well, it's not just from the strip club. I've been playing pool since I was like 12 years old. Is when I started playing pool. So.
Well, I know you've never had this issue, but have you ever had somebody try to follow you out or home?
No, I haven't, because the security guard one of the security guards always walks me out when I leave.
I did tell y'all about the girl getting kidnapped from Visions recently.
Really?
Yes. Because their security does not care about them or follow them.
Wow.
And probably also lived in Huntsville. She did actually, and she was found in her front yard with her pants pulled down, blacked out, doesn't remember a thing from the night before.
Shit.
Jeez.
She got Bill Cosby.
Too soon.
Oh no, that is not too soon. You getting it, Bill. Sorry, dude.
But it's also scared there's someone in Huntsville that's doing that.
Don't eat the
women.
pudding.
It's scary that there's someone in Huntsville that is doing that to women.
Oh, dude, they're everywhere, man. You just don't hear about it as often.
Well, that's true, but the fact that it happened to a stripper, he's bound to
do it again.
Oh yeah,
he try to.
Now he knows he thinks he can get away with it.
Yeah.
And nothing's being done about it,
So do y'all?
It's another rape case.
Do y'all carry weapons, guns, tasers, anything?
I don't.
Well, now that I don't have a felony, that I've settled all my cases, I can actually get a gun permit, and I already have an AR, but now that
you can't carry that in your purse.
I'm legally old enough to have a gun permit and all that good stuff, and I'm don't have any warrants or any good shit like that. So, yeah.
Well, y'all should definitely have like some tasers or something.
Pepper spray.
I used to carry pepper spray. I never lost it.
Both clubs that I've worked at for the longest are both they're the two best clubs, and they have the best security.
Yeah.
The security is great at both of them.
Yeah, they take good care of us.
Yeah.
That's good.
I would just think that would be protocol to have
you
security
would think so.
walk you out,
Well, there's
chicks
a lot
dancing
of
half naked in front of
I'm sure.
psychopaths.
Well, I mean,
you gotta.
There's that lot of clubs
a bunch of
they don't give a fuck about the strippers.
Right. It's all about the money.
The dancers are just there to make the club money, and that's it. What happens?
So do y'all have to tip security?
We don't have to, but you
We have to pay like a
$35 a night.
Yeah, and that takes care of security, DJ in the house. But and we can tip them extra if we want to, but.
Like if they have to throw somebody out, we're gonna give you $10.
We also pay $5 per dance, or more if it's a VIP dance. There's set prices, but out of every dance we sell,
is it like a percentage or?
No, it's $5.
Each dance is $25.
$5.
Yeah, it's $25 per dance. We give them $5. We keep $20. Or if it's a VIP, like I said, different prices, different.
Like an hour's $300. The club gets $100 of that $300.
Yeah, shit like that. And then we pay every night $35 flat fee to be there.
Yeah. So we definitely pay our dues.
Yeah.
So we don't tip the security or the DJ
Yeah,
extra.
We pay them enough money.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they get like tips from bar too.
Well, yeah, and also they pay us $250. This is the only strip club around in Huntsville or in anywhere. Honestly, it's a new thing.
Pay us hourly now, like a waitress.
Yep.
Really?
But our owner really sucks at getting our checks out.
Yeah,
he is slow.
You'll get the hourly plus whatever tips you'll make?
Yep.
Wow.
It's only
because waitresses don't even get that.
It's only a monthly.
Well, what's the hourly?
It's like $2.
Yeah. That was what I was thinking. It was
so
a
like
lower.
once a month you get like I work 2 days. My check's like $70.
Yeah, like
for every 2 months.
I think the most my check has ever been for 1 month was close to like.
Well, still, y'all actually make out better than waitresses because waitresses they'll make that $250, but if they make more than what their hourly wage would pay them,
they have to pay out.
They don't get that $250 an hour.
Yeah,
they just keep whatever.
We have to report our tips too, but we only have to report just enough
$15
to
a night.
The our minimum wage.
Right.
For the 6 hours, and that's it.
$15 a night.
So that way we don't get anything taken out of our paychecks when we do get them, except a little bit maybe.
So do they call y'all like models?
Call us dancers.
Entertainment.
Interesting.
Quaint.
Learn all about stripper life.
Yeah. I'll say that's a damn good tips from the strip club too.
Yeah, man.
Yep, that was a good one.
Good stories.
I think that was a good one. Yeah.
I'm glad you guys came by.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm really glad y'all let me do this a second time, and I think this one was even more fun having somebody that kind of relate.
Yeah.
And validate a lot of these stories too.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
We got to get some more on.
Yeah.
There will be a number 3.
The old snap confirmed.
We need to do some wild shit this weekend at work.
With some content.
Go get us some material, guys.
Yeah.
Or we just need to interview some of the girls we work with and just ask them, give me your craziest story.
There you go.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
There you go.
Yeah, and we'll give them credit. We'll give them shout outs.
Yeah.
For the next one, there will be
dope.
anonymous stripper stories.
Oh,
yeah.
Awesome.
See, new gimmick for the next time.
Good thing I came. Woo.
Nice.
I'm so happy.
Nice.
Honestly, was great.
Yeah. Whoever listens, send in questions that you might have for us.
Absolutely.
Right.
Hello.
Yeah, hit us up in the comments.
Yeah, ask us questions. What do you want to know?
What do you want to know next time? Tales of the Strip Club 3. Confirmed. Not speculated. Maliyah, Lavish, thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you for letting us come.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you so much.
J-Dog and
We will
L-Mac.
have y'all on again.
Spade should have been here.
Yeah, he's a veteran.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, we do need to get
He's probably
Spade
gonna
on.
have some strip club
Yeah,
stories.
we do need to get Spade on for one of these.
That's
just
what we've
'cause
been saying.
it was
Hey,
he was the originator.
Yeah.
He tried. He tried to be the first one, but he actually was in the strip club, and you couldn't hear shit.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But I was like, yeah, we need to do Tales from the Strip Club,
And
not
I'll add
in the
it-
strip
I'll
club.
add
Exactly.
it again. That's where I met Spade.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Oh shit.
Well, thanks again, guys. I think that's gonna do it
Stressed tomato.
for dropping the stress tomato. Damn. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of the Red Monster Inc. podcast. I'm the Dog of Jays,
And Machiavellis.
and we will catch y'all next time.
Holla holla.
Yo.